Welcome to our Mompreneur Book Club. I'm so glad you made it. I know that it is not always easy to read a book, nor to listen to the Audible, but every Thursday you can tune in with us on our Instagram at 8 a.m. and we will share a video about our monthly book, and it's Profit First by Mike Michalowicz. So if you're not reading, I expect you here. Show up, right? Start today. So we're going through chapters 4 through 7, and I have true mompreneur life. I've been an entrepreneur for over 10 years, a mompreneur for over 5 years. So I'm running a business. I actually have electricians over here. I have 3 different bathroom remodels going. I have an office staff that I'm maintaining. And if you can see in the background, I also have laundry. And that's just a part of my mompreneur journey, and I love it. So I'm glad you're here. All right, so let's delve into chapter 4. Chapter 4 is all about your journey and what do you choose for your journey. So as you're reading through it, it's kind of asking you, what kind of entrepreneur are you? Are you going to read this entire book and implement it letter by letter? So if you are, then on chapter 4, you are already well into doing your allocations, figuring out your percentages, as well as figuring out some different accounts. If you're there, let me know. I'd love to know if you're already doing the Profit First program. Or maybe you're just, hey, I'm going to check out the book. I'll see what Sarah has to say, and I'll see what other entrepreneurs have to say, and I'll go from there. I myself am not all the way into doing the Profit First program. I am doing it partially. As I'm reading the book, I'm finding some wonderful things to do, and I've already lowered my expenses by 7%, and I am not even through the book. So if that is impressive to you, you need to read the book. If you're trying to cut your costs and really kind of tweak your business to work for you, then this is a fabulous book. And that's in chapter 4. One of the main things that I was like, yes, it talks about these 3 symbols. So you have your infinity symbol, you have your happy face, and then you have your money symbol. So I am all about lists. I'm about charts. I love writing down my daily tackle list that I'm going to do. And this is a new way. I love figure, I think it's figure 6. Let me see what page it is. Yeah, it's figure 6 task management list. And this is in chapter 4. I'm going to show you a little bit of what it looks like. So definitely go check this page out. It's page 88. If there is any one thing I believe you should take out of this book, it is this chart right here in chapter 4. So we'll probably go through it a little bit in our Tip Tuesday because it's so powerful. And basically what it's telling you is to prioritize your list in this fashion. One of our mompreneur books was Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy, and he talks about kind of an A-B priority list, which this is almost like a supercharged list for me when I heard it, because it talks about, this infinity symbol is about systems. So if any of the things on your list help you create a system that's going to be long lasting, then you put an infinity symbol next to it. If anything is going to keep your clients happy, maybe maintaining good customer service, then that is something important. You need to put a smiley face next to it. If something is going to generate revenue, put a $sign next to it. And what you will see, and I'll go back to our figure, what you'll see is anything with the $sign, the happy face, and the infinity, that is first on your list. So laundry, that's not gonna make me money. It's not gonna make, this has not, I know, I'm just saying, it may make my husband happy because he may be a customer in that sense, or my daughter. But infinity, is it a repeatable system that's going to make money in the next 60 days? No. Okay. So we need to concentrate on things that are important so that laundry can stay there for a little bit longer. I will take care of it. But in a business, of course, let's say right now we're recharging our website, and the website is gonna have new scheduling. So that's going to make our clients happy because they feel like they can control their schedule. 2, it's going to lower my overhead as far as labor cost, because no longer does my office staff have to maintain that schedule. And it's a repeatable system. So that is my first priority. So in the next 2 weeks, I'm revamping my website to include that. So that is something that I need to put as number 1 on the daily chart. So that's how you kind of use that chart. Sometimes priority 2 is going to be about money and then just keeping the customer happy, because obviously if we don't have happy customers, then we're not doing our job as business owners, because we're here to serve. So, that is a great way to, let's see if I can give you a little close-up, to really prioritize things. I just felt like this was a game changer. So definitely check into this portion of the book. And that was like the meat of just chapter 4. So I'm going to try and get through the rest of the chapters for you. So next we have chapter 5. So voila, it says, okay, pay yourself. That's great, but what if you don't really have enough profit to pay yourself, right? And you're thinking, this book isn't even for me. I'm making peanuts. It's still for you. You can still make these changes. I don't want you to get discouraged. This is all about just taking charge of your business and doing it really almost, it's never too late, but doing it to where your business is working for you, right? You didn't really start a business so that you could diminish your lifestyle, but to improve your lifestyle. And if it's not, then you need to change something up. So chapter 5 is all about that. So what it's going to go into is how to pay yourself based upon the percentages of your industry. So every industry is different, and this is where we're talking about the TAPS, target allocation percentages. If you don't know what that is, you're going to have to read. But really, your bookkeeper can help you out with that. Your CPA can help you out with that. And making them a part of this journey. You cannot go into a profit first model without informing your team, meaning your CPA, your bookkeeper, even your extended team, because they need to understand what's happening, and that'll give them ownership and appreciation into why you're making certain choices, why you're making these cutbacks. So after you've figured out those percentages, I'm looking at my list, that's going to really help you understand where you want to be. You may not be there. And if you're already there with what your industry's percentages are, bravo, that is amazing. But if you're not, don't get discouraged. This is not about like paying yourself so you go under. It's about paying yourself to see that you're worth it. And you are worth it. So as we're going into this, I want to just share, this is the whole model that this book is written. Sales minus profit equals expenses, which normally these are switched around. So even if you need something visual in your office, write this down on a piece of paper and think about it. Go back to these symbols when you're doing your list. Is it infinity? Is this going to serve me from here out? Is it a repeatable system? Is this serving my clients? Is this going to make me profitable? So those are big questions you should be asking yourself with every task you do. Every task. It gets easier and easier if you just ingrain this habit of saying, am I making the right choices? Am I doing the right tasks? Am I spending my time on the things that are really going to help my business strive? So chapter 5 also is about setting up your accounts. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I have so many people who read this book, and this is the feedback I've gotten. And Mike talks about creating, 2 different accounts, bank accounts, actually 3, and keeping some money in a place that you will not touch it. That is great. But also when you start talking about 4 different accounts you have to create, people are like, oh, I don't know if this book is for me. Don't put it away. You're worth this, okay? So maybe you may not implement it to a T, but do what works for you. For me, I ended up putting it into a savings still in the account. I actually have another bank that I put other stuff into. So maybe I'll go that route. But for now, it was about doing what works for me and how can I implement this system to work with what my business needs are right now. And then later I'll continue to tweak this to where it's closer and closer to the profit first model. But really, it's about taking the step that's going to work for you today. If it's not something that is working for you, you're not going to do it every day, right? I love how Mike talks about in chapter 8 about like when you lose a bunch of weight, right? Like let's say you've tried to lose 50 pounds and you did it in, let's say, a year. Yes, guys can probably lose 50 pounds in, a few months or something like that. It would take me at least a year at minimum to lose 50 pounds. But if you lose that weight really fast, what happens is your body doesn't really know which habits you're going to stay true to. So often, even with like the show like The Biggest Loser, people gain the weight back. Someone who wins the lottery, they usually live really rich for about a few years, and then after that they go broke. Why? Because they didn't change their habits. They didn't make smart choices. So whether you're doing a weight loss program, whether you're have a huge income influx, or whether you're trying to just run a healthy business, it's all about repeatable systems that you're going to continue to do. Healthy choices, a healthy business, a thriving business, and something that you can continue to maintain. Because if you're not maintaining it and you can't do these habits every day, what's going to happen is it won't continue thriving. And I accidentally said that was chapter 8, but that's chapter 6. So let me see, we have next chapter 7. All right, so chapter 7 is about sales and profitability, and that sales is just a part of profitability. And I think that is so true. We think, okay, if we increase our sales, then obviously we'll become more profitable. But what happens? We spend more for marketing. Maybe we spend more for supplies. We spend more for labor. And what happens is we don't always make more money just if we increase our sales. So we have to watch all these different things within our budget. So being an entrepreneur can be super overwhelming, and that's one thing I really love about Moms Out Marketing. We're taking this journey, we're doing it together. We can say what the reality is, that business can be hard, and then we come home and we have a load of laundry, right? So if your business isn't working for you, you need to change something up. If it's not the profit first model, find something that works. I'll still be sharing next week, chapters 7 through 11, which even more nuggets. If you have any questions on the model, I am not a CPA, but I am welcome. I'm more than welcome to share what my experience has been. I have been a business owner, like I said, for over 10 years. Love to help you on your journey. But we're picking books for our Mompreneur Book Club that are life-changing, and I want you to be a part of it, but you have to start today. So I hope you join us on this journey every Thursday at 8 a.m. On Tuesdays, we have our Tip Tuesdays. This is playing a little bit of catch-up because last week my daughter got sick, so I had some Mompreneur life happen. So I'll probably be playing this on the Tip Tuesday as well as the Thursday IGTV. All right, well, thanks so much for being here. Sarah Belmonte with Moms Out Marketing, with Profit First, and as always, putting people first. Have a blessed day.